My family, my people, how y'all doing today? I am JU, and this video is going to be about being selfish. Now, being selfish, when you hear the word selfish, a lot of people have a negative kind of connotation in their head. They think that if somebody is selfish, that means they're bad, right? That's what we kind of all kind of grew up thinking because, we were forced and put in situations to share, which sharing is good. Sharing is good, especially it's a good thing to teach kids so they understand the aspect of community and learn how to interact with one another, right? But I do think we also need to be taught how to be selfish in the right way because there is a right way to be selfish. Sometimes I was saying this to my mom the other day. No to somebody else can be a yes to yourself, right? So sometimes when we are quote unquote being selfish, we actually are just looking out for our own best interest. And it's important if you are in self improvement or maybe you're just an entrepreneur, business owner, if you are somebody that is working on something and trying to build something, then yeah, you're going to have to go through a season of selfishness. You have to be selfish before you can be selfless. And we see this a lot, right? We see people kind of, work on their stuff, kind of not give too much while they're still building. And then once they have what they need, once they have their whole like foundation set and they have money or resources just coming in, then they can be at a point where they can kind of start, being more charitable and giving out. And it's good to always have a charitable mindset, but if you're giving too much of your resources and your time away and you don't have enough for yourself, then you're going to put yourself at a deficit. We see this a lot with parents, right? They want to be selfless when it comes to their kids, and from a young age, as soon as they're born, they want to give them everything. They want to make sure they got the biggest birthday parties, all the best gifts and toys and things. And a lot of times it leaves them in a position where later in life, they're check to check and still trying to raise that kid. Now, for me personally, I think it's important for a parent, like, yeah, make sure your kid has the things they need, clothes, food, and a roof over their head. But you don't need to go all out while they're still young if you aren't in a position to really do that and still have some, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're operating in a deficit while you're raising your kid, then it's not really benefiting from them. Rather than if you made sure that you are in position to have everything you need as far as time and resources, then when you pour back into your child, it's not really taken away from you. For example, the brother that's thinking about going to the military, but he knows it's going to give him like basic training, is going to take away a few months from his kids, right? And to me, it's like, if you do that, if you sacrifice that time in the beginning, then later down the line, you're going to be straight when it comes to the money. You're going to have all the benefits. You're going to be getting the monthly checks. You can just be in the reserves if you want to, still be around your kids a lot. Like, to me, it's benefits to doing that. And certain other situations where the guy knows, like, all right, I got this kid. I want to have this big birthday party for him while they're young, but I also am trying to build my business and invest in my business. Maybe you sacrifice on that first birthday party and then work on that business. Then that next birthday or the birthday after that, you can do whatever you want because you made those things, you made those sacrifices that may have seemed selfish at the time, but really, if you're good as a father or as a mother, if you are good, your kids are going to be good regardless. So I do think it's important, if you always thought of being selfish as something that's negative, to kind of unlearn that and just relearn that there are benefits in life to taking periods to be selfish, and you must be selfish before you can be selfless. So it's really all about sacrifice. It's about making the sacrifices earlier on for later on. And if you're a guy and you're in a relationship and maybe your woman's calling you selfish, then you can explain it in a way that, look, I got to do this right now so we can have this later on. Like, I know you want time right now, and I'm going to give you as much time as I can without taking away from what I'm doing. But right now, we in this season. We in the season of sowing, right? We're in a season of sowing. And then when it's a season of reaping, things are going to be different. And guys, women, if you do take that time, more so it's going to be guys kind of taking that time to be selfish. Women are kind of like right now type of people. So you got to understand female nature. Female nature is right now. They always say when you're talking to a woman, whatever she says right now is going to be different from what she says 10 minutes, and it can be about the same subject. So women are more so like right now, how do they feel? What are their emotions right now? And understanding that if a woman wants to leave you because you are in a season where you feel that you need to be selfish, this is okay. This is okay, because at the end of the day, that's just not the woman for you. Y'all probably aren't as compatible as y'all thought y'all were if you can't take a season to be a little bit more selfish in hopes of, making the correct sacrifices that you will be receiving the fruits of your labor later on. This is where we have, the arguments about, oh, you narcissistic, you're this and you're that. And it's like, no, at the end of the day, if I'm good, if I have money, if I have resources, if I have time, then the family is going to be good. And on the opposite end, if I don't have time, if I don't have resources, I don't have money, then you're probably going to leave me either way. So damn if I do, damn if I don't. I might as well make the correct sacrifices now and, see if you're going to hold through with me and, be on my team and be my biggest confidant, that person next to me, basically my spotter. I'm out here trying to snipe out my mission. You right here over my shoulder, looking out for me, being my six. If you're going to be that, or you're going to be the one that's nagging and trying to bring me down, trying to leech and just take all my resources and then leave me anyway. That's all I got for this one. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get to the Patreon if you want a couple extra videos a week. And as always, love y'all. I'm out.